point, guys, to clarify something also on Manchester United and to touch also on Hijack Gyökeres. Because on Hijack Gyökeres today from Portugal, from very important outlets in Portugal, basically all of them, from Record to Abola, ASIC, Noticias and all the others, they are reporting that Manchester United have been working in the recent days on a deal for Hijack Gyökeres, on an hijack for Hijack Gyökeres. And I want to touch on a key ticket to explain you something, guys. I came here earlier this week and I told you, Man United will sign an important striker this summer. They want to sign a striker, they want to go for a striker, and they will sign a striker in this summer. Now that Cunha is done, Mbeumo is done, for them the focus is the striker. So, Manchester United made this very clear internally, and many agents in the market are aware about that. So what happened? For example, for Hugo Ekitike, someone internally at Eintracht expected Manchester United to try enter the race for Ekitike when the deal collapsed with Newcastle. Man United were calling to be informed on the situation with Ekitike, then the player decided to go to Liverpool and there was no chance to enter into the deal. But when a club like Man United, a big club, is entering the market for a striker, many agents and intermediaries are obviously attentive to the situation. And so, for Ekitike, Eintracht expected Man United to join the race, but was not even possible because the player wanted to go to Liverpool. What about Gyökeres? I'm not aware of an official bid from Manchester United. I'm not aware of club-to-club talks from Manchester United. I'm aware of intermediaries trying to suggest that possibility via Sporting. Already with Saudi clubs a few weeks ago, Sporting tried to present the opportunity to Gyökeres to go to Saudi, and the player said, no thanks, Arsenal. Then, for Sporting, the opportunity to do business with Manchester United for Gyökeres, maybe for them to enter into the deal, seeing that this add-on structure was still being negotiated with Arsenal. But the answer from player side, guys, despite intermediaries suggesting the opportunity for Man United to enter into the deal for Hijack Gyökeres and to hijack it, and this is why we have these stories, it's not because of a bid, it's not because of club-to-club talks, it's because some intermediaries have been working on this possibility to present to Manchester United, but it was not even possible to advance as of today, guys. Then in the market, we never know. But as of today, it's very clear that Hijack Gyökeres says Arsenal. Hijack Gyökeres wants to go to Arsenal. Hijack Gyökeres is only convinced about Arsenal project. He already gave them priority in June. He agreed personal terms with them 2 weeks ago, and he wants to go to Arsenal. That's very clear. The player, but also his agent, Hasan Çetinkaya, same position as the player. He's not directly dealing with Manchester United. This is not the case, or with Saudi clubs. Work in progress with Arsenal. This is the focus for Hijack Gyökeres. So, absolute focus on Arsenal deal for the Swedish striker, who is not talking to any other club. It's via intermediaries that there are these opportunities, but as I mentioned, Man United will sign a striker. For Ekitike, it was not possible to proceed. Eintracht tried to open that possibility, but the player wanted to go to Liverpool. For Manchester United, Sporting and intermediaries expecting that opportunity for United, but they didn't even bid because the player wants to go to Arsenal. Let's see what United will do, because for sure a striker remains a priority for them. I told you earlier in the week that Nicolas Jackson is an option. They are aware about the situation for Nicolas Jackson. At the moment, I'm not aware of talks ongoing with Chelsea, so I'm not aware about that. But from what I'm told, Man United are informed about the situation of Nicolas Jackson. They know that the player is not untouchable at Chelsea, and so they are aware of the eventual conditions for his exit this summer. While at Chelsea, there is still an appreciation for Alejandro Garnacho, for example, so maybe that could be a scenario, but at the moment it's not a negotiation. At the moment, no club-to-club talks about that, so still early. But Man United are expected to go for a striker, and so this is why now you will see many links. For example, one of the names being mentioned internally in the recent weeks is also Benjamin Sesko, another player who is well known at Manchester United. But also in this case, guys, before entering into concrete discussions, negotiations, we have to wait and see what's going to happen internally at Man United in terms also of outgoings. I told you how important it will be for Man United to let some players go, to help financially. Rashford is going to Barcelona, but then there is Sancho, there is Anthony, there is all the rest, also including Alejandro Garnacho, and so that's going to be really, really important. On Manchester United, guys, let me mention also another name, because I told you that it's about the striker and it's also about the goalkeeper. For the goalkeeper, they have some experienced option like Emi Martinez, El Dibu, who would be keen on a move to Manchester United, but at the moment still no direct negotiations with Aston Villa. And then Sen Lammens, save this name, playing for Antwerp, 23 years old. I'm told that Manchester United have an interest in this player. He's been scouted, monitored in the recent months. He's a talented goalkeeper. Manchester United now have to decide internally what they want to do with the goalkeeper, whether they want to bring a big, important goalkeeper like Emi Martinez, or if they want to bring a young profile with the opportunity to grow behind Onana, to have his chances to compete. And Lammens is a name they are really considering at Manchester United. So for sure now there will be discussions, there will be internal talks to understand the best options, but Man United remain very active on the striker position, on the goalkeeper position for sure. Two crucial parts of their summer transfer window, waiting to understand what they can do in the next weeks, as soon as they will announce Brian Mbeumo very soon. So just waiting for an official statement for Manchester United. The next steps will be striker and goalkeeper. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, let me know your feelings on Gyökeres, Ekitike, Nicolas Jackson, who is the ideal striker for Man United and the ideal goalkeeper. I read your comments guys.